Alright, I'm gonna be doing... I gotta add the camera. Okay. Can you see me at all? I have my light off. I don't think you can see me. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna delete that. Because you can't see a dang old thing I'm doing. Alright, but I just did a Daytona race. I was gonna do a video, but no. I'm gonna use NR 2018 this time too, because there's actually gonna be side draft with that. Gonna drive the NOS Energy car. If I can find it. Oh yeah, it's way over here. There it is. NOS 21. And I just did Daytona. I'm gonna do Talladega, then I'll do Daytona again. Gotta make sure this is 2003 Talladega, because that's the Talladega that I edited, and the Talladega that I like. To put it simply, I'm gonna get my Daytona qualify set up first. But no, to put it simply, I made it to where the AIs bump draft, actually. You know, they're aggressive with the pushing now. But I'm gonna qualify with this. And the... Dude, why does it always do this? It always decalibrates itself.
Trouble turn 4! There. Trouble turn 4!
So it's gonna start spinning. Alright. The wheel was really sensitive at Daytona. I'm kinda hoping it still is here. Okay, it looks like it still is. Maybe not as sensitive, but I can just turn the linearity back up. But yeah. NOS energy drink. This car used to run... Well, actually, it ran here this year. I was gonna say, this car used to run at Talladega in the spring. I didn't even have to go to 4th gear there. Oh my god. This setup is way too loose. I'm pretty sure I could still be in 3rd gear right now. Alright, 187, that's pretty fast. I qualified 4th at Daytona with this setup. So that was my problem with this setup. That's why I stopped using this setup. It's like way too loose. Also, NR 2018, what's up with the ride height? Why is my car 150 feet off the ground? I did this just so side draft would be a thing, but I might just go back to the base game. I don't know, I'm just gonna start the race and maybe cheat my way up to the front. Something. Yep, and the wheel is not calibrated again. Why is it like that, dude? And I'm gonna have to unplug this, and it's gonna end up breaking in like 2 months.
Trouble turn 4! Trouble turn 4!
Because I keep plugging it in and out, because the thing just goes out of calibration so easily. And I'm also still using the setup with 80% tape, but I don't care. Is there really that big of a gap in the pack right there? Right, and I'm just gonna go start at the front, just because I can. Like, I don't care about getting a penalty.
Pace car's in. Stay behind the 36 car on the inside line.
I'm gonna change the steering linearity. Maybe not to 100, but like 80 should be good.
Stay behind the 36
Alright,
car on the inside
pretty
line.
good. Second gear. Also, I think my car spun on the qualifying lap because of the ride height.
Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green. Oh man, they're showing us a black flag. Looks like you passed.
Okay, but the AIs should be... Yeah, my car's bouncing all over the place right now. But no, the AIs should be more aggressive with the pushing. Trying to see if I can get some side draft here, but Justin Allgaier is falling behind me.
Still there.
Whoa, my god, my car unloads over the bumps. Yeah, the ride height definitely has a lot to do with that. Looks like side draft's working.
Clear.
Dude, this car... Almost spun out there. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to the base game after this. Also, why am I so fast? Woohoo! Oh my god, did I just almost flip?
Okay, we're under car.
There I did.
Into the pacing line. Stay behind the 4 car. Stay behind the pace car. Past the 41 car.
Okay,
Stay behind
that was an interesting wreck. Once again, because of the ride height. And everyone else is like 100 feet in the air, too. We look like monster trucks. And of course, the lightest hit I got in that entire wreck was the one that flipped me over. Alright, no, I'm not using this stupid-ass version of the game. No, 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 no. Like, I know you have to change the setups and all that, but I'm way too lazy to do that right now. So I'm gonna... And also, 93 is too easy on that one. 93 is like the perfect difficulty in this, though. Like, where you can keep up with the pack. I think I used 95 last time, but even then, the second I lost the lead, the pack would pull away. Qualify. Don't like how dark it is. Well, I do. It's cloudy. That's what I like to see. Right. I think I turned the game volume up just a little bit, so maybe you can hear that better in the stream. Alright, yeah, this is a lot better than the last time you know what I mean. This is a lot better than the last lap I did here in NR 2018. Most likely because my car is actually, you know, not 10 feet in the air. Oh, this is real smooth. It's really, really sensitive, but it's smooth. And this should be a good lap. I'm not going to run this setup in the race, because it's probably too fast. And also, it's just too loose. I'm only gonna... I don't know, actually. I'll do 2 laps. I wasn't going to do 2 laps here or at Daytona, but at Daytona I got 4th on my second lap, 13th on my first lap. I don't really care if I start 13th, though. I want to be caught up in an AI wreck. It's one of my goals for this stream. Because I know they're going to do it. That's another thing I want in the new NASCAR game. The AIs need to crash sometimes. Like, go and play NASCAR Heat 4 or Heat 5 at a Superspeedway. Do the entire race like 12 times and you'll see like 1 or 2 AI crashes. Yep, 4th again. So this is just a 4th place setup, I think. Which is fine. I'm not planning on getting the pole or anything. I don't want to get the pole, actually. I'll make it boring. I am so tense on this wheel. Because I'm like barely turning the wheel at all. Like, I'm not even turning it as much as the wheel's turning in the game. It's like whenever my hands make the slightest twitch, the car turns. Right? Feel like that was another pretty good lap. Probably going to be the same exact time as last lap, because there's not much different you can do when you're full throttle. Maybe a little better. 49.8. Yep, fourth again. So this is just the fourth place setup. I am more than fine with that. And I'm pretty sure this is the same thing as the base setup, just with the change steering ratio. And everybody always starts in the same spot for some reason with this car set. I started next to Ryan Preece like 12 times in a row. At Superspeedways, at least. Alright, gonna start in second gear, because if I start in first gear, I'm gonna spin out. And also, nobody else is starting in first gear. I wonder, should I be in this camera view for the race, just so you can see what's going on? Or should I be in this view so I can actually enjoy this? Because I am not going to enjoy racing like this. This isn't even the view I was going to do, but this is actually better, because I can actually see who's pushing me. Or who's coming. Also, I can make the mirror a lot more realistic by pressing the N button, which gets the car in the way. I don't get why you'd race like that, because I don't... The spotter doesn't... It's like any other racing game spotter, actually. It just... The spotter doesn't tell you anything until the car's already there. It won't say, like, here comes a run coming on the top. It's like, no, car outside, car inside. Green flag. Gonna see how hard I can push. At Daytona, I was able to push decently hard, but pushing is really weird in NR. The AIs really don't like it when you push them. There goes Hamlin to the inside. I've got to get to the inside. Looks like Preece is gonna give me a hole. And Austin Dillon. There we go. Like I said, I do kind of want to get mid-pack so I can see if the AIs crash. Like, I know they're gonna crash, because the drafting distance is 1.1. Right. I don't know if I've said it already, the outside lane doesn't work at NR Superspeedways. The base ones, at least. With, like, 2020 Daytona, you can do it. But I also don't race at 2020 Daytona very often. Alright. We're running second and third. So, I might change Ryan Preece's name to Tiki Taki the whole time I'm doing this stream. After this race. Oh my god, the cars are tight still. Looks like Kyle Larson's coming. Gonna block the inside. And he's probably gonna get real tight on my bumper. Because, you know, the drafting distance change. Oh yeah. He's pretty much on me, I think. Yep. Firmly grasp it. Like Kyle Larson's trying to firmly grasp my bumper. I just want to get a run. I have a little run right now, but it's not good enough to do anything. I might try and use... I'm going to use the 2019 Superspeedway EXE, even though I'm like mixing up what I said in the video I made earlier in the stream. Don't think I've mentioned it. With the 2019 to 2021 package, I'd be flipping the wheel upside down to get it to turn. Because the spoilers are so big. And like when you're right behind somebody, it's the same effect with dirty air. You gotta hook the wheel as hard as you can to the left to get it to turn. Oh my god, Preece. I know you want to win, but Jesus Christ. At what cost? Here comes Larson to the bottom, gotta follow him. This is like nerve-wracking, and I like it. Usually NR Superspeedways are not nerve-wracking. because nobody's pushing. This is the racing I want. Larson, you gotta get up here. And Larson's getting a push from Kyle Busch. Never mind, Kyle Busch is going high. Justin Haley, get down here. I feel like almost all these cars are from this race. Not the Larson car, obviously. He was driving the Cincinnati car. And I don't know about the Busch car. I'll say it is just because it's the same paint scheme. Okay. I got nobody on my bumper now. I think me and Justin Haley are actually going to get out a little bit. Because it's still 2003 logic. He's way out here. I'm getting the draft, so it's pulling me in. Here comes Allgaier, so never mind whatever theory I just had. Whoa, okay. I want to get down on the bottom in front of Bowman, but it's too risky. And Chastain is actually giving me a push. Whoa. I felt contact. I don't like it. And our 2003 cars are too unstable for that. I'm already back in 8th. Once again, anything but the bottom doesn't work. No way I didn't just die there. The cars are so tight off turn 2. Like, you can see it. Every single time I come off turn 2, I start flying up the track. Okay. I can get down in the bottom behind Larson, or behind Truex. Never mind, no I can't. I dragged the brake too hard. This is what I don't like about this game. Why does the outside not work? Like, for the AIs, they can at least get the middle to work sometimes. I cannot. Whoa! I don't know if I got a push there or if that was just my car getting loose. I feel like Cole Custer was on me pretty tight there. But also with that steering sensitivity thing, you can see my car wobbling around the entire time. That was Custer! Get off me, you scallywag! You did the same thing to Christopher Bell at Daytona. Oh my god. There's nothing you can do. I'm gonna go back to Daytona because I haven't done that in the stream. And I'm gonna change cars. What paint scheme should I drive? I might use this stupid ass 2021 Daytona car. Actually, no, the Kroger logo on the hood of this looks too small. And I'm a perfectionist. I'm not. But I also didn't want to drive that scheme, because that scheme reminds me of NASCAR 21. I might run this, the Kroger Sunny D, or just the regular Sunny D. I'll just run this, because it ran in the Daytona 500 this year. I would do Daytona Night, but I can't, because I didn't change the AI there. Daytona 2020. And I'm only going to use this setup for qualifying, so I might as well just keep the tape like that. The guy who made this 2021 mod, because it's just the 2019 mod with the new Chevrolet, but it looks like he also changed the wheel size, because the wheel used to be itsy bitsy with this mod, but the wheel is like actually full sized with this, so I like that. And if I qualify better than 4th, I'm gonna scream. Because if I do qualify 4th, it'll be the 3rd time in a row I've qualified 4th. I think Daytona's better in this game, too. Well, I think. It is. Definitely better. The racing's a lot better. Especially with the closer AI. I think a lot better is actually an understatement for how much better it is. Wish it would only give you 1 qualify lap here, though. I don't like doing 2 laps at Superspeedways. I've never understood. 2 laps at the really long tracks, but 1 lap at the short tracks. Like, what? And by the short tracks, I mean 1.5 miles. Literally anything that's not a Superspeedway, you get 2 laps. Or 1 lap. Makes no sense. I feel like it's a lot easier to make a mistake at an intermediate than a flat-out Superspeedway.
One more lap.
47. Second. That's second so far. Pretty sure we're aiming for another 4th here at the end of this lap. I usually move up to the high side on the straightaways, so maybe that's why that lap was faster, because I'm just fully committed to running the bottom. .47.6. Second, okay.
All right, there's the checkered flag.
See if it stays that way. Alright. Pretty good qualifying effort. I'm gonna open up the stream, see if anything's going on. And you'll never guess who's starting up here. Justin Haley again. Like I said, it's pretty much the same people up here. We got Haley, Larson. I don't think Larson qualified too good last time, so that's different. But, like, Hamlin's up here right behind me. And I just realized this is a 40-car field. I don't know why that's surprising to me, but usually I race with like 20 cars. Maybe even less than that, because I don't like... My computer doesn't like a bunch of cars on the track at once. That frame rate goes from 70 to 7 real quick.
Get ready now. Going green. Pace car's in. Green flag, green flag.
Green flag. I actually got a pretty good start there. The rest of the outside lane didn't. But for now, actually the second row didn't get going. There's no side draft in this game, but I'm going to pretend to side draft anyway. Actually, no, I'm going to get behind him. There we go. Way better start than any of the other races I've done. Because I'm on the inside already. I really hope the setup isn't covered with tape. Justin Haley's pulling away. But here comes Kyle Larson to save the day. That rhymes.
Next car's the leader.
I gotta make sure I stay in front of him. Ryan Preece is on the inside. Never mind, he's stuck middle of 3. And we're letting Justin Haley pull away. Because they're 3 wide behind me. Come on, Truex, give me a push. I would say move up the track, but you can't move up the track because there's a priest there. Give me a little bump. Just a tiny little nudge. Actually, that push is working really good. Oh my god. We caught Haley. I don't think I've ever gotten a push that good from an AI in any NASCAR game. So with the Heat games, the draft partners, it's like a brick. Which all the cars are bricks. It's like Gen 7 Simulator. They predicted how the Gen 7 would be 5 years before it actually happened. 5 years before it actually happened. Oh my god. 2 years before it happened. Alright, Truex, you're gonna have to pull that same push down the backstretch this time. Again. And they crashed. I just heard someone hit the wall. Yep, and my spotter just said it. I might have to go up behind Justin Haley. See if Truex will come along. I know he's gonna try and pass me. No, because Bowman's on his inside. Good. This is the type of super speedway racing that actually takes skill. Because I just cannot catch Justin Haley right now. Even when I'm getting my ass pushed through. You know why? Because the AIs keep passing each other back here. If I could actually get behind him and get some draft, that'd be nice, but the AIs behind me are like, no, we're gonna shuffle you out if you do that. Basically, if you don't give the 16 car the win, I might just let one of them pass me, just so they'll stop freaking out about a player being in front of them. Oh, Bowman. I wish I had my wheel cam on, that was insane. Not really the wheel movement, it was more of the facial expression. Alright, I might be able to catch Haley here. Because Truex is kinda far back, not anymore. That's another thing, the AIs are always trying to poke their nose into the smallest opening. So I'm probably most likely gonna get turned. Got Ryan Preece back here now. A trustworthy teammate. He doesn't know he's my teammate because he's an AI. So watch him pull low here. Actually, no. He's acting like a teammate. Oh, and for once we might actually get him. Priest, don't turn me. Stay behind me. Just stay behind me. Just stay behind me. Please, Ryan Priest. I'm actually begging you. Whoa, my god. I overreacted to that a lot, but anytime my car gets squirrely from a push in this game, it's like foreign ground. This is how I feel like I'd be if I played iRacing. Because people actually push at Superspeedways there. I feel like I get NR flashbacks of my car spinning out from the slightest contact, and I'd just be Ryan Blaney. Because whenever Ryan Blaney's car gets loose, instead of just being like Kyle Larson, for example, or anybody else, just making one little correction that corrects the entire thing, he'll like... And like you notice it, whenever you see Ryan Blaney get loose, his car's wobbling for an extra 10 seconds. Whoa, and there we go. That race was not going well anyways. Because we weren't even close to catching Justin Haley. I feel like it's kind of a thing with the game too, though. Draft is not very strong. And that was on me because I came down when Truex was there. I don't have much damage, actually, so I probably could have stayed in that. Oh! Truex! He just got murdered by Kyle Larson. Alright, now, I want to see how loose my car actually got from that push. I don't even know when it was. That's what just happened, right? Yeah. I don't even remember if it was 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. There it is. Yeah, I thought I was dead right there. Okay, maybe I didn't overcorrect. I thought I was wobbling a lot more. And then the one more Bowman got to me. Also, there's no cars in the pack because they all crashed. Was it the same thing in 1 and 2 where Bowman almost killed me? Yeah, exact same spot. And you didn't even notice how loose my car got. Okay, yeah, but I'm gonna see where that wreck happened. Because, like, everything's going well here. And they crashed apparently on the back stretch. That's what my spotter said. It must be next lap after this. Because I know it was out of turn 2 was when I heard the crashing. Yep, there it is. Elliott and Bell, probably. Yep, offset push. That wasn't even really a wreck. Well, there goes Byron, but even then, no, there weren't that many cars in that. It was more of... Yeah, it was more just a stack up. Byron's the only car that actually got spun around. And everyone else back here is still racing. Oh my god. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. The AIs are way too confident with the pushes. Right, I'm gonna try that again. One more time. And I'm gonna open up the stream. Because I said I was gonna do that an hour ago and I didn't. There's nobody watching the stream anyway, actually. Nash Chevy said hi. Hello, Nash Chevy. You'll notice anytime we're racing together a NASCAR game, most of the time at least, I'm driving this exact same car. The Gen 7 version, of course. Which, I'm gonna do Gen 7 after this. I'm kinda just having fun right now. Like, I was gonna do a stream of me doing Mexico City, because I qualified 3rd there, because, you know, EJ Ethan Dinger over here. But no. Like, I qualified well on 100 difficulty. But I was like, no, because I feel like I'm going to wear out my wheel. It's always been a thing with me for some reason, where whenever I get specifically something like a wheel or like a yoke for flight simulators, I'm really easy on it, because I'm like, I don't want to break this. Oh my god, I might clear for the lead. We are going to feed generations with a second Stenhouse Daytona 500 win. Dang it. Actually, dang it now. Do not let Justin Haley take the lead, please. Okay, I've got to get around him quick. Because we saw last time what can happen when you give Justin Haley the lead. Like, it's accurate for Xfinity, at least. I might do every mod I have, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yep, and Justin Haley is going to pull away. I'm going to let Larson have this. If he doesn't try to side draft me and wreck me, Jesus. And why is Brad Keselowski driving a 2012 car? Okay, I didn't want to fall this far back. I was fine with losing 2 or 3 spots. I think I've lost like 15 spots already. I might be exaggerating, but at least 10 spots I've lost. And we're 4 wide. Somehow Ryan Preece found me in the back of all this mess. This might be good, actually, because I said I wanted to get involved in an AI wreck. What happened to you, Larson? You got shuffled out too, I see.
Keep high. Clear
It's
inside.
kind of ironic. I got shuffled out, letting Kyle Larson in line. And he just got shuffled back, and now we're side by side for 16th.
Stay low.
Uh,
Clear.
okay.
The yellow flag is
I
out.
wasn't able to correct that because I was afraid of overcorrecting. Got involved in an AI wreck, though. Because an AI started that. Like, I don't even feel like I came down on him there. I feel like I was holding the wheel pretty steady. Okay, I was a little high, but I don't know. Oh my god. Okay, well, Cindric got what was coming to him. Took the hardest hit in recent NASCAR memory. I'm gonna try again. Actually, I'm gonna keep restarting until Justin Haley doesn't get the lead. Because I don't want Justin Haley to pull away with this every single time. Heck, I'll jump the restart. I'm gonna restart in first gear. Go, Justin Haley! You heard what I said, and now he's trying to come up with a counter plan. I don't think my car in first gear can even get up to 80. Yeah, my car can barely keep up in first gear. So that's a bad strategy. I'm just going to start back here and hit the gas slightly before we get to the line. I might even spin him out if I have to.
Get ready now. Going green.
Because I know I'm not catching him.
Pit car's in.
Come on.
Green flag. Green flag.
Yes.
Green, green, green.
Clear. Eat that, Justin Haley. I'm gonna drag the brake a little because I don't want to get too far out front. And there we go. For the first time this entire stream, I have taken the lead in a race. And I gotta make sure I'm hooking the yellow line. Because if not, we're gonna have something like what just happened with Cindric. If you could see my face cam right now, my eyes are locked on the mirror. I look like Denny Hamlin right now. I'm that focused. Like Denny Hamlin in the Coke 600. Ugh. No, dang it.
Keep low.
Don't let him have this, Kevin Harvick, please.
Next car's the leader. Keep
Actually, it's whatever, because we're still with him at least.
Stay low.
The reason he pulled away is because the AIs in the second row never go. Oh my god, we're losing him again. I think his super speedway ratings are too high. Because I know you can do ratings for that stuff. I think Justin Haley's super speedway rating is too high.
Stay low.
Right, if I can get to Hamlin at least, I'm pushing him. I'm pushing him all the way up to Justin Haley.
Clear.
I don't like the fact that my car is slow enough where I can't do anything. I'm gonna set the gears the same as the qualify setup and see what that does in a minute once this race goes to hell. Truex,
Stay high.
you're getting door slammed for that.
Keep high.
That was not a door slam, but there's not much else I can do. Alright, it's a tale of two Stenhouses up here.
Hold your line.
It was.
Car inside. You're up top. 3 wide. Inside. Stay high.
Oh my god.
Stay high. You're
Okay,
up
come
top.
on, at
3
least
wide.
give me some kind of momentum.
Car inside. You're up top. 3 wide. Hold your line. Inside.
Alright, I'll make it 4 wide
3
then.
wide.
Why not?
Hold your line.
Or
Car
wide not?
Keep high. You're up top. 3 wide. Car inside.
It's gonna be middle of 3 here. Are we 4 wide already? Or am I just top of 3? I think I'm just top of 3. Might get clear of the bottom. Almost. My car is not turning. I'm sorry, Kevin Harvick. Alright, you know what? And the caution's already out. I don't think I've ever been able to wreck somebody that seamlessly in NR. Go again. I thought he was going to catch me there. Because he spun all the way around before he was off my bumper. I'm going to go watch and see if that turned into anything huge. What was the caution out for? Did Kevin Harvick get spun? I'm assuming he did. Yeah, you can see smoke right there where that was. I'm surprised Cole Custer didn't turn me. I don't know if you can hear the video in the background. I'm going to turn that down anyway. And I forgot what I was going to do. I was going to go out and do something. I don't know. I might try Daytona 2020, but I don't know what difficulty I'd need to set there. I might get Atlanta later, because I don't have New Atlanta right now. I have Pikes Peak for some reason. Oh, I think someone's gonna go flying off a mountain if I do that. So I'm not gonna do that right now. Talladega, I can try that again. I'm gonna put the difficulty at 94. Oh yeah, I was gonna try a different series. So I'm gonna do Xfinity, but I'm gonna use the... I'll do 2023 Superspeedway. I have an Xfinity Series test mod. Well, test mod. It's just the regular Xfinity Series. But I call it NXS Test. It's got Truck Series physics. Because when you change it to Truck Series physics, you can use any physics mod. So I'm going to use the 2023 Cup mod. 31 cars. 94 difficulty. I'm actually going to go back to Daytona. Because it's just so much better of a track. Then I can just do the same thing where I take the Daytona 2020 setup. Okay, yeah, because there's no setups for this. 151 Xfinity. I assume that's... There's no option there for Cup, so... I mean, I made the setups, so... Okay. Just pretend. Imagine this is a Cup. Yep. And it did that again.
Trouble turn 4.
I've had to do this like
Trouble
4
turn
times
4.
this stream. Recalibrate the wheel because NR just can't let me have anything. Actually, it's both the times I tried a new EXE. Or the... Is my car supposed to be accelerating that slow? Okay. I'm just gonna start the race. I'm not gonna do...
Drivers, to your cars.
I'm just gonna call this 1-2-1. Because there's no default fast setup for this track with this mod. Going straight to the race. I'm probably going to cheat. It's doing that again. I'm holding the wheel straight right now. Dude, why does it do this? That's so annoying. Every time I start a
Trouble turn
race...
4. They're watching us.
Okay. Hopefully it understands the full scope of the wheel. Also... That... linearity is not right, but okay. Also, I changed the steering ratio to 12 to 1. So I want to put the linearity at 100. It's so weird how with these different EXEs I have to do it at 100, but with the base game I can just have it at like 80 and it'll be fine. Oh yeah, and I gotta go up to the front. Because I don't like starting in last. And I just didn't feel like qualifying. It's like, I don't care what result it gives me here. Why are the AIs so far back from the pace car? Look at how far out front the pace car is. I'm gonna do 2019 Superspeedway after this. Okay, yeah, but if this wheel breaks in like 2 weeks, because I keep having to plug it in and out, because it spins through its full range of motion every time you plug it in. So if my wheel ends up broken in a few weeks, I'm gonna be pissed off. Because I decided to waste the wheel on a 20-year-old game, 22-year-old game now, that can't calibrate the wheel. Alright, but since this is supposed to be accurate to 2023, we should be gridlocked. Am I pulling away from the field? If so, why? Okay, I'll just go half throttle then. And at the end of the race, when I need to win, I'll just ramp it back up. Yeah, I'm half throttle right now. And this is not how the Gen 7 is at Superspeedways. 3x3, no siree. They're locked onto each other's bumpers. Just 2x2 the entire race. Well, maybe this is accurate, actually. Nobody's going for it until the end. I'm middle of 3 right now, but I'm 100% comfortable. I'm on a side draft. Whoa. I feel like the Gen 7 EXEs are really accurate, though, because you can make a lot of contact. Like you saw right there, you can make a lot of contact and it does nothing. And did Ty Gibbs just get wrecked? I think Ty Gibbs just got turned by, like, Riley Herbst or someone right before we crossed the line. Oh, and they were wrecking in the back. Yeah, but there's me testing out how hard you can make contact. Base game. Sheldon Creed just killed Ty Gibbs. What are you doing, Shelly? Alright then, that's fun. Sheldon Creed just committed murder. Alright, I'm gonna try the 2023 Truck Series Superspeedway now. With the actual Truck Series mod. Pretty sure I'm driving as Ben Rhodes right now. Do Daytona again. 22 trucks, because why not? I'm gonna go to 97 here. See what that does. And I swear to God, if I'm 30 miles an hour faster... Oh, this thing's not gonna turn. I just realized. I'm not using a setup. Because I doubt there's a set Daytona setup for this. No, there is. Dang it. Just quit the race for no reason then. Oh, I'm driving as Timmy Hill. Okay. That's fine. I don't mind Timmy Hill.
Stay behind the 16 car.
I really should do modern Daytona whenever I do this, because this is not accurate to how Daytona would be. Like, it feels a lot better, because you got a huge steering offset at the other Daytona, because, like the modded Daytonas, because
Let him by.
you can't change the offset in this game. So that's why I do default Superspeedways.
16 car on the inside line.
Like, if we're going to Las Vegas or something, I'll do Las Vegas 2018.
Let him by.
Or something like that. You know, any other Las Vegas, pretty much. So Las Vegas in the game isn't even accurate to the layout of Las Vegas now. But here we go. Green flag.
Green, green, green. Oh man, they're showing us a black flag.
Is Nick Sanchez
Yellow. They're gonna make us do a stop and go.
the pole sitter? Yeah, he is. And he's almost killed me. Oh,
You're in the middle, 3 wide. Inside, you're in the middle, 3 wide.
oh, this is grand.
Hold your line.
Let me see if a side draft is effective. Yes, it apparently is.
Clear in.
Very effective. Please don't tell me I'm gonna pull away again, and I gotta turn it up to 100. Yeah. Why is a mirror so weird in the trucks? Look how tall everything looks in the mirror.
You gotta come in for this black flag.
I'm just gonna go half throttle again. I mean, I can barely see anything in my mirror, too. Carson Hocevar's behind me, you know what that means. That wasn't even scripted.
Here comes the yellow flag is out. The next car is the leader.
That was the funniest thing ever. Carson Hocevar's behind me, you know what that means. And then he turns me. That was me coming down, like usual. I actually don't really have any damage. Like, the back's a little torn up. I don't get how the back's torn up. What about the rest of the car that got hit? Okay, I'm gonna run some other tracks, though. I've done too many super speedways. Not really. That's not accurate whatsoever, actually. I'm gonna do 2018 cars. I'll run this. What track should I do? I might do Kansas. And the 2020 Kansas doesn't work for me. So I gotta do default Kansas. Ugh, I don't want to do 27 laps. I'm gonna have to change the percentages. Okay, this is the fast setup. 12 to 1, and like I do with every other track, I'm just changing the setup name to 121. Okay, so we're in the 31.5s. Those are the times to aim for. Whoa.
In second. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Don't work yet.
Whoa.
Car outside. Clear outside.
Okay, this thing is really on edge. I might need to turn the steering ratio up just a little bit. This thing's pretty loose, I can already tell. It looks pretty fast, though. Looks like I'm gonna be able to get to Ryan Blaney. Which I was not planning on at all. Using the dirt racing method. That's what I call it, at least. Where you turn the car more with the throttle than the wheel. Okay. As I say that, I crash myself. But I think the AI is a little too easy. Because I was able to get to Blaney, like, no challenge. Let's see if I'm faster on the straightaway. That'll really be the giveaway. I think I was, but I was slowing down for him. Also, yeah, you could see I turned into the corner and I thought I was going to get really loose, so I overcorrected. It's a good time for me to change that, though. Put this up to 100. Change the field to 37 cars. That's a pretty realistic field size. And it's... No, it's still cloudy. I was going to say it's sunny out now, but no. Right, so 31 ones. 31 ones or 31 twos is what we're aiming for here now. AI should be at a more lively difficulty. Once again, steering linearity is, at this point, a suggestion. Because there is no way that's 100% linear with my wheel. Right, I kind of want to try and do a lap away from everybody else, just so I don't have to worry about smashing into people. Okay, yeah, I'm way faster than Bubba right now, but the excuse I'll say is that he has older tires. Because he does have older tires. And those who know racing know older tires are slower than newer tires. It's pretty obvious. I'm just saying stuff right now because I need something of substance to talk about. It's really not of substance, but I feel like this car's about to spin out. 30.9, okay. So yeah, I'm still way too fast. I don't even know if I'm using a setup right now. I need the AIs to have higher corner speeds. Whoa. Okay. I was gonna try and save it, but I kind of gave up on that. I'm not like crazy faster than the AIs in terms of lap times, but I think that's just like they might be faster on the straightaways, but I'm faster in the corners. I'm obviously faster in the corners. Let's see if anyone beats that. Chase Elliott's getting close. 30.9. I'm going to change my steering ratio a tiny bit because it's way too sensitive. Going to qualify. Not going to use a qualify setup because I don't know, I want it to be a little closer here. I don't want to qualify on pole, really. Like, that sounds crazy. I do want to qualify on pole, but I also want to have a little challenge. Gotta restart that. Spun myself out before the lap even started. Once again, trying to be real easy on the wheel. So that's why a lot of times actually you'll see me not really react when my car starts to spin. So I know in NR there's a very slight chance of being able to save it. And I know this car is going to be slick in qualifying, because they always are. Whoa. Way too high. Maybe I'll be fast on the straightaway. I don't think so. Use a little brake into the corner. Gas it up real hard. I gassed up too early. So this isn't going to be a very good lap. There's a little brake. Gas it up. I got real loose right there. One to go. Yeah, not a good lap at all. Maybe this will be a little better. I felt pretty fast right there. I don't know how fast I actually was. No, 31.0, not fast at all, 21st. I don't understand how I was so fast in practice then, if I'm running 31st there. It might have actually been the steering ratio. But alright. 21st place, not very good at all. Especially compared to, once again, the practice speed I had. And I know I'm going to spin out entering turn 1, because the AIs brake way early in the corners. But I'm going to try and make something work. Try to get up to the front. I'm already spinning out under caution. How did Keselowski blow a motor before the race started? Figure it out, Brad. And Joey's trying to let him in. No, he's not getting in. He's blowing an engine.
Get ready now. Going green.
Don't like the fact that Keselowski's so close to my left rear. There he goes down pit road. Green flag. Can't pass on the inside before the start finish. There we go. I can pass now. I wasn't really gonna pass before the start finish. Even if I wanted to. Whoa. Yeah, the AIs go way slow through the corners. I guess that's good for me, because I'm on cold tires right now. But a few laps into the run, that is going to get annoying. Maybe the AIs are more adaptive here. Alright, yeah, and I was right. The AIs are way faster on the straightaway. So don't count on me being able to make any huge moves. And I'm real slow right now because I'm having to adapt to their corner speed. And I got Byron on my left, or on my bumper. I think I just hit Casey Kane. No way I didn't spin out right there. Alright, doing good so far though. Moving up. Slowly but surely. Think I might be... I'm either in 17th or 16th right now. About to be... Okay, yeah, so I'm 15th now because I just got by Jimmy Johnson. Clear the top. Dude, my hands. I'm really glad. I'm actually able to brake with this setup. Usually when I brake, like, kind of late into the corner, my car will just snap around sideways. Get it? My Carl Edwards. And I'm letting loose, like, I'm letting off way early right now. Trying not to hit anybody, because if I even lightly touch the back bumper of an AI into the corner, I'm going spinning into the outside wall, no mercy. Alright, pretty good race so far. Into the top 15, actually 13th now. So we're closing in on a top 10. I think Eric Almirola's 10th. Actually no, I'm 12th now. Because it says Austin Dillon's ahead of me. And he's not ahead of me anymore. Ugh. Wondering how I qualified so bad. Come up on the good old Tiki-Taki. You know, Alex Bowman. I knew Bowman was going to try to come down and run the low line, so I backed out early so he could do that. I don't know if I've stalled out or if it's just because I was being a little easy trying not to crash. I should get a pedal cam. Oh my god, so you can see how much brake I'm having to use into the corner. Like, I'll go to the replay in a minute and look at the telemetry. Well, if I crash, I'll do that. I don't feel like doing that right now.
Stay low. Keep low. Clear outside.
Trying not to slide my tires any. Getting way up the track there. So, top 10 now. That is nice. Oh, there's 6 laps to go. So, alright, started, I think, 21st. Already moved up into the...
You're in the top 10.
Yeah, 10th place. Wish I could have had a shot at getting the win, but... You know, like they say, that's the way things go. Sometimes. Maybe if I learn to not mess up. I've always had problems in this game qualifying. So if I just stop qualifying so bad. Like, that's why I was so shocked when I qualified 4th at Daytona and Talladega. And 2nd in the 2nd Daytona race. Oh my god, this thing doesn't turn sometimes. 3 and 4, I feel like it turns fine. 1 and 2, it's a lot tighter. Maybe I'm just trying to carry too much speed. Trying to get on the gas too soon. Alright, yeah. That was a good 3 and 4. I might get 9th here.
Outside. Keep low.
Almost spun it out there braking. There we go. 9th place. I don't think I'm catching these guys up here. Because there's only 3 laps left. Actually, Hamlin's going pretty slow up there.
Just
2 to go. Heard the spotter say that 15 minutes ago. Gonna do a Gen 7 race after this probably. Or maybe a 2019-17 scheme with the 2021 Gen 6. White flag. I might actually be able to get by some of these guys. I don't know. I gotta have a really, really good 1 and 2 to do that. And I have not been good in 1 and 2. Oh, hang on a minute. No, I'm really tight. Watch me crash myself last lap after running clean all race. Alright, that'll be 8th maybe. Photo finish for 8th. I think Busch is gonna get it. Yeah, barely. So 9th place. My spotter sounds like we just finished 40th. And I destroy the car after the race. Which nobody cares. Look how much wiggling my car is doing. Because my steering is so sensitive right now. Yeah, but the apron saved me from spinning out there. At least. I did eventually crash myself, obviously, but that was an overcorrection. Right, I'm gonna do a 2019 Stenhouse scheme. I don't know what track to do. Let's see. I want to run Sunny D, but I don't know. Should I do the early 2019 darker one or the lighter one? I feel like it's just the back that's lighter. Yeah, there's like little, like orange. It's almost like a gradient. Not gradient. I don't know how to describe it. I forgot what it's called. But it's darker in some areas. I'm just gonna run this one. It's more practical. Guarantee you I'm not using that word right. But okay. I have no idea what track to do. Maybe Atlanta. I'm pretty good there in this game. Yeah, I'll do Atlanta. 100% difficulty. Like always. I'm just gonna go straight into qualifying. And I actually do have a qualify setup for this, because this track is... Oh yeah, I'm so glad that this guy... Ow. I hope I didn't mess up my audio. I just yanked on my headphone cord, like always. I hate when that happens. It's like one of the top 5 worst feelings, yanking on a headphone cord. Headphone cord, what? Headphone cord by accident. I'm gonna try NR2K3RE remastered after this. Whoa. Forgot how loose these bigger tracks are. Steering ratio is way too sensitive. You can hear my car sliding everywhere. I get 2 laps here too? Man, I think they give you 2 laps everywhere in NR. I was thinking about NASCAR heat. 30th? What? Do I need to wrap the bottom more? What do I need to do? Probably already over. Yeah, 38th? What? And it flew up the track there. How is that 38th? How is that faster than the first lap? What are the 28.6? And of course it's Stenhouse, but 28.6? I remember like the regular setup being better. I didn't know it was that much better. Jesus. I'm gonna try that one more time, using the non-qualify setup, and see if that does anything. So I remember sometimes the qualify setups are worse than the regular race setups, for some reason. And I think this was one of the main ones where it was like that. Oh yeah, this is even more sensitive with the steering. There's more offset. You're never turning left in the corner. Yeah, but I'm holding it straight and occasionally right in the corner. That is fun. It feels like my car is skewed out right now. Yeah, 28.9 there. So the setup is a lot better. I'm on the gas a whole lot in the corners. Like, barely having to lift. Full throttle. All the way off. Up that slight hill. 28.848. And that's 6th right now. Alright, 6th. Not too bad. Justin Allgaier on the pole. Are you kidding me? If this were Xfinity, I'd believe it. In Cup, in Aspire Motorsports, like maybe right now even, that would be like Allgaier, one of the best Xfinity drivers right now. In a car that's gotten a pole before, actually earlier this season. I believe it if he was in the 77, like a 2024 or 2025 77. 2021 77? What? Car qualified like 25th every race. I'm pretty sure they only did Superspeedways with that car anyway. I'm going to start in second gear like always.
Get ready now. Going green.
Just try and have a good race.
Pit car's in.
Once again, I can actually use the brake pedal now.
Green flag. Green flag. Green, green, green.
Whoa. Yep, and once again, always using cars from the 2021 Talladega Fall race. Whoa. Yeah, this is just ridiculous.
You're up top. 3 wide. Clear. Car inside.
Dude, Almirola, you don't have to force it in there.
You're up top. 3 wide. Keep high.
Look how much faster I am than these guys.
Keep low.
And I crashed myself.
Yellow flag.
Alright, but that was probably a good thing. I gotta restart that. So noted, I can't go to the outside at this track. It's another default NR track where the outside doesn't work. It's the one thing I don't like about this game. Again, there's plenty of things I don't like about it. One of the main ones, you can't use the outside anywhere on the default tracks. Even in a lot of the modded tracks, you can't. Like, and there's progressive banking at these tracks, so you should be able to use the top to your benefit, but you can't. Or like when your car is really loose and it's too loose to stick on the bottom. And you saw me have to correct the car about 36 different times.
Get ready now. Going green.
I know we're on cold tires, but sheesh.
Pit car's
I'll just send it 3 wide middle here then.
green flag. Green flag. Green, green, green.
Gotta remember, cannot turn left with this setup. Whoa. Yeah, that's crazy. This is the Charlotte Knight setup. As you could probably tell based on the setup being named Charlotte Knight. Charlotte Knight is loose, but I don't ever remember it being this loose.
Clear outside. Inside. The yellow flag is out.
Okay, yeah, that setup is just ridiculous. I'm gonna see if I can use a different setup, actually. That setup's good when I have a... Okay, I don't know if I made a 1-2-1 setup for this. I'm pretty sure this is the exact same as the setup that's called setup. I'm gonna run this, because I know the offset cannot be that bad. I think I liked it originally, but once again, that was when I wasn't on 100% linear. Now that my steering's linear, That is not appealing at all. Because there was like, there used to be some tension on the wheel, now there's not. Like I'd have it a tiny bit left. There I literally couldn't turn it left at all. And now I feel like I'm Ross Chastain in the Coke 600. I've got a car where I don't know what it's going to do. Because I've never tested this setup. Green. Doing that same move that got me wrecked on lap 1 earlier. Alright, feels good. I'm able to turn left. A slight bit. I hear the rear tire starting to slide a little bit, but I almost spun myself out right there. Oh, the run. Never mind what I said about not being able to use the top. Jesus Christ, I had to lift to not hit anybody. Alright, get me out of the hornet's nest, please. If I can just get clear of Keselowski here. I got a lot of draft. Thank you. Maybe not. Keselowski cut me a break here. It's lap 3. It's also 15 to go, but it's lap 3. Oh, come on. So this setup is not nearly as fast as the Charlotte Knight setup, which, surprise, surprise. I just bottomed out there. Okay, maybe it is, actually. Good 1 and 2. Just can't do anything in 3 and 4, though. I drove it in way too hard into 1 there because I was trying to get Byron off my inside. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting a top 10 in this. Because we still got 12 laps. And I'm driving with a setup that's bottoming out. I mean, I'll try and look at some stuff from that Charlotte setup that I can translate over to this without having the crazy steering offset. Yeah, I can barely get on the gas, it's so tight. Like in the corner. Yeah, my tires are screeching. This is an awful setup. For once, though, I'm gonna try and, like, do it the real way, where I have to settle with this terrible setup. And yeah, no, the outside lane is a losing game right now. Smack the Christopher Bell out of Christopher Bell. My God, I'm almost 20th now. Getting freight trained.
Clear inside.
Yeah, my car is sliding into the corner trying to get to the bottom. It's just no turn at all. Might get Ryan Blaney to like turn me into every corner so I can loosen this thing up a little bit. I don't think I've ever like completed a race where I was running this bad. Looks like I'm gonna do just that. I think Stenhouse finished somewhere around 19th in the Atlanta 2019 race. Oh my god, this car is so tight.
Clear. Car outside. Keep low.
21st now. It's so tight that the NR 2003 spin whenever you touch the back of another car isn't even happening.
Clear outside. Car inside. Keep high. Keep high. Keep high. Just 5 more to go.
Okay. Thank you, Ross Chastain,
Back to the line.
for putting me out of my misery. That was terrible. This setup has got to go. I mean, maybe there's no left weight in it or something. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna look at... The brake bias is probably not gonna do anything. I might just... I'll try and use the Chicagoland setup. Gonna replace the file. And hopefully this car drives decent. I know it's really loose at Chicago, but Chicago's also a really loose track. No one's watching this stream. I'm just playing NR 2003 by myself. I was gonna make a video, but I already said I was gonna make a video, but I feel like that wouldn't be an interesting video. It's a lot better when it's just on stream. But apparently that's not even interesting. Which, yeah, to a lot of people it's not.
Get ready now. Going green. Need cars in. Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
Oh my god. Whoa. Oh, it's definitely more loose. I might just change the steering ratio for the Charlotte setup. I think that was a much better idea than just flip-flopping setups. This thing's dragging on the ground a ton, you can hear it. And it's really loose. The Charlotte setup was the only one so far that I didn't hear drag on the ground. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to that after I'm done experimenting with this. And just change the steering ratio. So there's at least a little left turn in the corner. This setup is faster. I don't know how it's gonna do in 3 and 4 though. Oh, it's loose. And listen to that bottom out. I'm gonna go into 1 and 2 in this angle so you can actually see it. 'Cause I don't, once again, I don't know how I mixed the audio. Yeah, look at that nonsense. Oh my god, and it's so loose. I cannot drive the car from third person view.
The yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line. We're gonna need rubber shortly. Take it
I mean, that was my fault, yeah, but I cannot drive the car from that view. Look how much it's bottoming out. It looks like I'm blowing a tire. And yeah, I can't judge how loose my car is when I'm outside of cockpit view. I don't know if that's just a me thing or what. I'm going to go back to this and just change the ratio to like 17-1, so I'll have a little left turn into the corner. And I would re-practice with it, but I won't be able to keep my qualify spot, so no. And my goal for this race is just a top 10 finish at this point. Maybe I'll push it and make it a top 5. I should do a championship season in NR.
Get ready now. Start the green.
But I'd have to set like a uniform difficulty. And you already know, like, for some reason all the tracks are different at the same difficulty. Like, this is 100% difficulty. I'm like decent here. I'm probably like, I can be a top, oh god. Okay, yeah, I can, oh my god, dude. This setup is way too loose, and you can't turn left. Gotta hold the wheel straight in the corners, and it's so annoying. See, look, how... I didn't do anything there, it's just the setup is so bad. Oh my god, I'm gonna turn the steering ratio up even more. Because I want to use this setup. It's a really fast setup, but it just sucks, because you can't turn. Like, I cannot use even a little bit of wheel into the corner, or it's going around. As we see. Because this is the most times I've ever spun out in turn 1 in a race. Turn 1 of the first lap. Like, I don't want to have to be sawing it into turn 1, but I definitely don't want to be holding it straight. Which is what I'm having to do right now. Maybe it's because I'm driving the wrong scheme. If I was driving the little hug car. Oh yeah, I just remembered. I still have that... I think I still have that point system thing that keeps track of your points through whatever race you want to do. Where you can just do a bunch of random races and it'll... So I can do that. I might do that this stream, I don't know. It depends on if I still have that thing. Which I probably don't. I said I think I still have it, but no, I don't think I still have it. I think I did what I always do. The second I don't use something for like a week, I'm like, alright, let's throw it out. Dude, oh my god, the setup. It sucks. I cannot find a good setup for this track. I can't use a Chicago setup because it's dragging on the ground. I obviously can't use this because I enter the corner and it just wants to slide. I mean, I don't know what I can do. I'm changing this back to 12-1 just in case I want to use it later. And I don't know if there's any other tracks that have setups I can use. I might use this Kansas one. Kansas is a fun track to do. I can't... I'm going to just change that to 121. Because the default 121 setup is terrible too. But it's even worse because it's tight. I'd rather be trying to hang on to the car than trying to get it to turn.
Drivers, start your engines.
And my wrists are starting to hurt. 'Cause I've been at it for a while. Over an hour. No, but is it that hard? Is it that much to ask for a setup where I'm turning the wheel left when I'm turning left into a corner? That's literally all I want. I don't need the car to be any tighter or looser than it already is on that base Charlotte setup. I say it's too loose, but like, Yes, because I can't turn left. I want to be able to... That's how race cars are supposed to drive. They're supposed to turn the direction you turn the wheel. It's a fundamental aspect of the car. The steering wheel is used to control the car. No way. It's working, it's working, it's working, it's working. Yes, my car might blow up. I think the car is going to blow up in like 3 laps. But it's working! Yes! The setup given to me by the gods. I love it. And actually, I'm in 5th place right now. Which is 1 position higher than I started. I know it said I was 5th last lap, but that's because I passed before the line. Which you can do on the high side. This car is going to blow up in a lap. I need to extend the 4th gear a little bit, but after I do that, this will be a perfect setup. I'm going to see if I can finish this race without blowing the motor. Just a nice top 5 run. It's a tale of 2 Sunny D Stenhouses, too. That's pretty funny. Right, and I'm gonna do a Gen 7 after this. I said that like 15 series ago. So no, I'm probably gonna drive the 47 next, then the Gen 7. But you know what I mean. And I have no idea what track to run the Gen 7 at. Yeah, this car sounds like it's ready to give up. 13 more laps, son. You can do it. I feel like I'm driving a Gen 7 right now, because the second I get to his bumper, he's able to just cut it off. And I get super tight. Ultra tight. Oh my god. How did I not hit the wall there? I'm gonna start entering a little higher than that. That was a decent corner. I don't know if I should try that in 3 and 4, because 3 and 4 is different. And that's what all the AIs are doing, so I might as well. My car is just always tight in 3 and 4 here. Perfect opportunity to go change the 4th gear. I wasn't going to finish that anyway. My car was going to blow up. That means firing off, I'm going to have no speed. But, you know, the speed should come to the car eventually. Oh, I'm starting my engine. I gotta stop. And I just shifted into reverse. Because I wasn't paying attention. Imagine if I kept it in reverse. Look like those people in NASCAR game who accidentally hit the brake instead of the gas at the start. Alright, but this is my keeper setup for this track. Feel like I'm kind of... That's like the point of this stream now. Just finding my good setups for every track. With 100% linearity. I'm not going to go 3 wide middle on lap 1. Kurt Busch. Are we 3 wide? Or is Kurt Busch just running me tight for no reason? How did I not spin out 4 times there? Oh, for crying out loud, dude. The outside is that bad? Never mind. Oh my god. I feel like Kyle Busch right now in the truck series. Byron just hit my bumper. This setup is really stable and I love it. Oh, Byron! That wasn't even me! Byron just decided I've had enough. Look at this scoundrel. He's riding on my quarter panel down the backstretch, hits me right there. And I'm pretty sure I didn't even come down on him here. Like, I came down there on Bell. And then Byron just tries to kill me. He tried to save me there, but I'm Ethan. I overreact to everything. Oh my god, dude. William Byron. Okay. I'm gonna try and gas up ultra early on the outside this time and see if I can get up to second on the first lap. You know that's not gonna happen, but just feed into my delusion for a second. The same delusion that told me Stenhouse was gonna make the playoffs this year. And Carson Hocevar's like, no, 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 no. You think this guy's making the playoffs? Snap back to reality, bro. I'm not even joking about that either. Carson Hocevar, he was at my window last night, and that's exactly what he said. You think this guy's making the playoffs? Snap back to reality, bro. And then he did the snap in his E formation. Oh my god. I spun my tires. That was stupid. I'm too busy making jokes about Carson Hocevar snapping in his E formation. I'm not paying attention to how hard I'm able to hit the gas. That was funny, though. Not the Hocevar thing. And especially because I'm driving at Stenhouse. Talking about Hocevar wrecked Stenhouse, and then I spin myself out before the race even starts. I don't think I've ever had to restart a race this many times. I know most of it's because I had to do different setup things, but this is the third time I'm doing this with this exact same setup now. I haven't even gotten to fourth gear with this setup yet. Actually, I did a minute ago. But that doesn't count. Alright, I'm on the inside. That is really nice. Maybe not, actually. The outside's the lane with the mojo right now. Larson, if you try to come down in front of me and we both crash. Alright. Third place now, I think. Nope, fourth. And the outside has all the gusto. Stenhouse. The slightly more legitimate Stenhouse, I should say. Not hearing the tires slide just yet. I don't think this setup is capable of running inside the top 5. Like, I'm fourth right now, but Larson is hounding me. It's a lot better through the corners than on the straightaways, which I was hoping it'd be the exact opposite. I widened out the fourth gear just so it would be good on the straightaways. Also so it wouldn't be blowing up, but that's another story. But yeah, so I gotta tweak the setup again later. I'm probably gonna finish the race with this setup though, because if I can hold on to a top 5, that'll be worth it. God, I am sliding the right side tires, I think. I can hear it now. Might have to downshift into third in the corners. Or just run the top. I ran the middle there, but it was so much faster. Yeah, I'm not getting to the top 3, even if there were a caution right now. Which I don't think there's gonna be, because AIs don't really wreck naturally unless you tweak the settings for the track. Okay, that was stupid of me to run the top there. I think I cooked up the right side tires already. Oh. I almost did what Alex did in the league race. A couple days ago. Yesterday, actually. Or, no, Saturday night. I'm slowly realizing this car has no left turn in it either. On cold tires it does, but the second you warm the tires up, just nothing. Looks like Kurt Busch is in the same boat. I'm kind of trying to spin out right now. There's a caution. You might be wondering, what in the actual Christopher Bell was I doing there? Trying to make something interesting happen, because I need to change the fourth gear again on this setup. I did not realize my change was that drastic. Okay. If I can make it to halfway in this race this time. I'm gonna make the car a little more loose. And you already know I'm gonna spin out on lap 1 again. Because those are the only two handling options for my cars in this game. Either it's flying tight or it's wrecking loose. You know, plowing tight. I don't think anybody says flying tight. Because flying would insinuate that the car is going fast. Tight cars do not go fast. Not in the slightest.
Get ready now. Going green. Pace cars in.
Green. I should not be outside of 3 right now. Feels a little better. I just hit the wall trying to get away from Denny Hamlin. Because any side contact and NR... Bowman! Alex, tell your driver to calm down. Put some brains in his head. This kind of feels like NASCAR game now. If I start on the top, I'm screwed. Which, lucky me, I get to start on the top. So I'm not going to go to the outside. I'm going to do anything I can to get to the inside. Because the inside is apparently the preferred groove.
Get ready now. Going green.
Still doesn't make sense to me that literally every track in this game is bottom only.
Green flag. Green flag. Green, green, green.
I just shredded a gear right there. I think I almost spun out right there. Yeah, so it's definitely kind of loose now. It's what I want though. Oh, and it's fast, but it's fast on all the wrong parts of the corner. It's fast where the AIs are slow. Just so happens to be mid-corner. And if I run into them, I'm spinning no matter what. So the physics of NR 2003 are incomparable.
Clear. Outside. Still there. Stay low.
Both a great thing and a terrible thing. Alright. Making my first pass of the entire race.
Still there. Keep low. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Inside.
Right. I think the second groove is close to starting to work now. Oh, that was good. I'm so glad I loosened up this car. Look at that corner. And now I'm in 6th, I think. Yeah. Slid the tires a whole lot right there. So I'm gonna start falling off way before everyone else. See, but look how much faster I can be when I have a car that handles the way I want it to. I'm probably closing the gap on Kyle Larson right now. No, the gap actually increased. But you know what I mean. I'm not losing hundreds of spots like I was last time. Now I'm gaining on Kyle Larson. Because I'm good through 1 and 2. I think the middle groove is better in 3 and 4. That is how I flew around Kurt Busch. Okay, now I've definitely gained on Kyle Larson. Yes. As crazy as it sounds, this might be the furthest into the race I've gotten since I was doing that first setup. Also, Justin Haley is driving the same car AJ Allmendinger drove yesterday. And that's pretty neat. It's also because half the schemes in this race are from the 2021 Talladega playoff race. The Stenhouse one is, the Haley one is, the Larson one's not. The Blaney one's from Kansas, so I'm assuming the Larson one's from Kansas too.
Just 10 more to go.
10 to go. Top 5 would be really nice after all the setup troubles I've had in this race. Just got one more car to pass. Decent corner exit. Feel like I'm the same distance behind these two as I was a lap ago. And if I can get to Larson's outside, I'm going to try that middle in 3 and 4, not 1 and 2. I don't trust it in 1 and 2 yet. Might be able to get 2 for 1 here. Oh, down the backstretch for sure. Maybe not. Oh, please don't. I started sliding there. Alright, there's the top 5. Here comes Hamlin, though. So I want to get around Larson just so I have some security. Oh, my car started scraping. I don't think I've entered way low like that yet this race. 7 to go. And this does indeed look like the one I'm finally gonna finish. I was about to kill the tires right there. I'm gonna try the middle lane here. No, I'm not. It's too risky. Not as risky as that. Dude, come on.
Just 5 more to go.
I guess I got on the gas too early. So maybe by the end of the race I'll be able to get to Larson, I hope. I might have used up all my stuff there. And I know it's gonna be shocking to hear, but smacking into the wall off the corner definitely isn't gonna help the performance of the car. Okay, Haley might slow up Hamlin here for me. I just hit the apron. Yeah, I'm not catching Larson. In fact, I'm probably gonna lose 5th. 2 to go. Is that 2 to go? I feel like it said 3 to go before I got to the line. Whatever, 3 to go. Doesn't make a difference right now. Haley did slow up Hamlin. So thank you, Justin Haley. For the gracious act. I'm not getting to Larson unless I get a huge run off 2 right here. Which I won't because I messed up the entry, because of course. Haley, please, just let me have this top 5. Scraping on the ground again. And I kind of missed that corner. Grand. Looks like I've got 5th. I don't think I can mess up that bad off the corner. Alright, top 5. It's pretty good, especially after, once again, all the setup issues.
All right, there's the checkered flag. Great job, buddy.
It's a pretty fun race, pretty real feeling race. And you can see all the damage on my right side. Not a ton of damage. I didn't hit the wall that hard, but you can see it's like my car looks a little skewed out.
Keep it under 45. Keep it under 3,500 in second. The race is over. Come on in.
I have no idea where my pit box is. There it is. You can tell because I have no
We'll fill you up.
custom pit crew. Don't tell me the pit crew's gonna come over the wall. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say. The race is finished. I'm gonna look and see if there are any real close calls. I'm probably not gonna do that. I want to see the right side of the car here in 1 and 2. And this is the last lap. There's me horribly missing 1 and 2. Justin Haley was so close to killing me right there. He cut me some slack for sure. There go the cars inside the track, because that's how the that's how this game works. Okay, I was kind of holding up people a ton. Justin Allgaier. That is a heck of a top 2. Also, I'm going to see if I can change my name to just Sten 47 House in this. Like, can I not put a last name? I can! Ha! My hands are, like, burning right now. Let's see if I have any 47 schemes. Oh god, I have a lot of them. I forgot. I export these to Roblox. These are Bowman cars. What car should I drive? I want to drive one that, like, drives now. I don't want to run a car that... Well, no, none of these cars would run now, because these are pretty much all Kroger sponsors. I don't know if this is a Kroger sponsor. It doesn't say anything. I think this might just be, like, a pure sponsorship. So I might run this. This car ran at Indy, I know that. So I might do Indy as the last race. Or wherever we're going next week. Pocono. I'll do Pocono. I wasn't that good at Pocono though last time I did it. So this might be a terrible idea. And this track's weird. Alright, there's a fast setup, that's good. I remember having a lot of steering offset here. I'm probably gonna get a newer version of Pocono. Yeah, Harrison Burton just got a 1.5 minute long lap. It's nowhere near a 1.5 minutes, but you get the point.
Limit 55. Keep it under 4,000.
And my hands are really tired. Harbuck? That must be the guy who made the car. Oh. Yeah, my wrist is killing me right now. It's begging me to stop. See where I am in comparison to Denny's 6 wins at Pocono. I think he has more than 6 wins at Pocono. But Denny, most wins at Pocono. Oh my god, you got a downshift here? I don't want to do that. I don't think this will be a terrible lap, but I definitely don't think it'll be a great lap. Especially when I slide through 1 and 2 like that. Okay, so I have to downshift into every corner. I don't know if it's like that in real life, but I might just stay in 3rd gear this whole straightaway. I lost a lot of ground to Hamlin right there. I think I'm braking too early. .55.7, yeah, 28th place, not good at all. Try and have a terrible crash. Not gonna work, because of course it's not. My iPad's at 5%, so I gotta turn that off. 54.5. I gotta see what gears they're running, because that cannot be right. I mean, unless I can try my auto club setup. Fast 1-2-1. Where there's going to be an insane offset. But I think it's worth the offset right here.
Keep it under 4,000 in second. Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Because I am criminally slow through the corners. Third gear does not work on this setup. And Denny Hamlin, of all people, cuts the right rear off my car. Grand.
Under 55. Keep it under 4,000 in second. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Okay, merge when you can.
I need to grip in the track up or something.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under.
Because I have no grip.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Okay, merge when you can.
Unless I need to be in fourth gear through here. It's still trying to spin out. Gonna try and be fourth gear the entire lap. I don't know how well that's gonna work. Oh my god. Horrible crashing coming. Jesus. That wasn't that bad, but come on. I knew the setup was a bad idea, because it's way too loose. Like, I can't turn left at Auto Club. It does look like I tried to turn in. I'm gonna look at literally any other driver. Kyle Larson. When does he hit the brakes? Pretty much the same spot I did. And he is in fourth gear the whole time, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he makes it into turn 3. You can see me backwards against the wall there. Yeah, he barely makes it to turn 3. Alright, so it's fourth gear all the way around. That's good. Good to know, at least.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under.
I might just start the race and see what happens.
You're clear of pit lane. Okay, merge when you can.
Oh my god. I do not like this setup. Again. Which, it's actually fine for me to say that this time. Because this setup is not made for this track.
Limit 55.
And here comes a big conga line of cars down the front stretch.
Clear of pit lane. Okay, merge when you can.
See them on the replay. I think they've already passed. If I can find an Indy setup, that'll work. Most likely. Alright, but I know when to hit the brakes into this corner. Which is right as you're entering the corner. It's Kyle Larson's method, at least. And it doesn't work for me. Because this setup is not good. Alright, lovely. I'm gonna do this again. Go back to that. I want to get side by side with somebody.
Under 55.
I have not been able to get in an actual race with someone.
Okay, merge when you can.
Once again, I might just... My god, Eric Jones. Hard on the brakes. And my car just doesn't turn well. I need a slightly looser car. I don't want a crazy loose car, but I want a slightly less tight car. You know, that's crazy. A looser car. I think I'm gonna have to start, like, hitting the brakes as hard as possible. Like, not hitting the brakes till I'm halfway through the corner. Like NASCAR Heat AI. And I'm already screwed for this lap. Unless I cut through the infield. Which you also can't do without dying. That corner was a lot better. Pretty sure I'm gonna be slow through here no matter what. I might actually just start third gearing it through there. Two seconds slower than my last fastest lap. Oh my god. I knew I messed up turn one. I didn't know I messed it up that bad. Okay. That was an okay corner. Nothing to write home about for sure, but... in third gear all the way through and out of here. We'll see what that does. Hopefully at least faster than the first lap. Definitely faster than the last one. No, still a second slower than my fastest lap. I don't understand how. Maybe the AI just have more grip, or maybe I was in third gear for every corner. Yeah, I think the entire lap I was in third gear that time. Arr. Yeah, I think that's another one of those instances where the difficulty's just really weird. Like, it's completely different, 100% difficulty at Dover versus Pocono. I don't understand why it's like that, but I don't understand anything. I'm gonna go to Pikes Peak. I know 100% here is a terrible idea. 27 seconds. I thought this was a road course. I mean, it looks like it is, because there's no... No, this is... I wanted the Pikes Peak road course, not the oval. I've never even heard of Pikes Peak Oval. I'm talking about Pikes Peak flying up a mountain. Okay, no, this is a ripoff. I wanted to go to a road course, not whatever the hell that was. I might do Charlotte. I might just drive this. 97 will be fine there. And I'm just gonna do like 7 opponents, because why not? Just so I can start last without having to be 38th. Pretty sure I have a setup for this, so I'm good there. I forgot this track lags a lot on stream. Gotta download the Sunny D car again. I think I already have it downloaded, I just don't have it installed in the cars folder yet. Now this is that same setup that I was crashing in at Atlanta. I'm hoping it's a little more lenient here. This car looks so silly. This car ran in the Clash last year. And I don't know if it even made it past like lap 5. I was watching the video that he uploaded and it was... He got crashed pretty early on. And I barely remember that Clash other than the finish. I upshifted way too early. I feel like I'm sitting way to the right now. Probably just me being weird. Also, I hate cold tires so much. And I hit Ty Gibbs. Dude, come on. I cannot have anything. I don't know why in this game the AIs aren't affected by cold tires. By the way. That's so weird. Like, the AIs, when they fire off, they'll get going super duper fast. When I have to tiptoe it through the corners for the first 2 or 3 laps. Because, you know, cold tires, sliding all over the place. Like, at a road course, I can kick some ass on cold tires.
Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
Whoa. The brake bias with this setup. Dude, oh my god. Give me some grip. Dude, oh my god. This setup actually does suck. You cannot do shit with this setup. It's just... AIs aren't even that hard. They're on 97 right now. And yet, they just have way too much grip at the starts. At the same time, I have way too little grip on the starts. Like, the way this car is especially, I have to be on the bottom. And I'm starting on the top, so already a bad start. But then, even when I get to the bottom, I still have to be really careful getting on the gas in the corner. Until 3 or 4 laps into the run. Where the AIs can just gas it and go.
Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
And it's like that at all tracks, but it's specifically bad with this setup at this track. Oh my god, I didn't even do anything there. I'm getting hit. Like, how are they able to hold so much speed in the corners without having any type of grip issues? I know the AIs can never be loose in a NASCAR game, but it's like, come on. Like, my car, I need to just use a different setup, because this setup sucks. I don't know if I did something, or if... Let me see if I can use, like, a setup for literally any other track. It's raining outside. Not noticed that. Right. Gonna use, that's the Kansas setup, I'm pretty sure, that I copied over to Atlanta. And the only reason I used the Atlanta one is because I was gonna have to rename it. It's like an extra couple seconds out of my day that I don't want to waste. Also, I've been doing this stream since it was light outside, I'm pretty sure. So I have wasted so much time just doing this. It's 11:51 p.m.
Get ready now. Going green. Pace cars in. Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
Oh my god. Ooh, I can turn left. I did not realize, though, that so many setups were going to become a problem when I turned the linearity to 100.
Clear. Car outside.
Like, I knew it'd be a little more challenging. I didn't think it would be that crazy, though. And I almost spun myself out there, trying to get away from Truex.
Stay low. Keep low. Clear.
Why did Gibbs just stop there? Come on. Help me out a little, Tyquavius. I can roll through the center of the corner really well. This thing is really twitchy on the straightaways, too.
Clear outside. Outside. Clear.
Alright. The first time today, and I'm no longer last. Not the first time today, but you know what I mean. First time in this race.
Outside. Still there. Still there.
God, and I was going to do a full Coke 600 in this game. Someone save me.
Stay low. Clear outside.
And my mortal soul. Now, it could work if I'm running this setup. Because this setup doesn't feel like it's going to spin out all the time. This is the part where I spin myself out, entering turn 1. Look at William Byron! How is he that far ahead? What are these guys over here doing? Obviously something that doesn't involve catching the leader. Jesus Christ. On a stick, too. Popsicle one. Okay, Ty Gibbs is catching me. I messed up 1 and 2 really bad. Like, I knew it in the moment, too. I hit the apron. I'm usually pretty fast here, though. I don't know what my issue is right now. Maybe it's because I'm just thinking of when I used to just do Xfinity physics. Because Xfinity, like, in this game at the very least, is easier, I guess. Like, 97 on Xfinity is not the same as 97 on Cup. And I can make this car looser, I remembered. The regular Charlotte setup is as loose as it'll get. But with this, I can actually change it. That was either a really good entry, or Kevin Harvick entering on Truex's bumper had a really bad entry. And yeah, I think it was the latter, because Ty Gibbs.
Keep high. Still there.
No idea where this jack wagon came from.
Keep high.
Kind of having fun right now. If this is like a genuine battle for 6th place in a race with 40 cars, I'd be having fun. Like, more fun.
Clear inside.
And I wouldn't be complaining at all, actually.
Keep high.
Because I'm perfectly fine with finishing 7th out of 40 cars. 7th out of 8 cars, no siree.
Still there.
I mean, these are some good cars I'm battling with. Like a Joe Gibbs car, a Stuart Haas car. There's a Hendrick car behind me. So I feel like this actually would be the top 8.
Let's go. Race back to the
And I kind of spun out on purpose there. Because I don't want to keep doing that. That was a big side draft I just did. Okay, yeah. I used no brake right there, so yeah, I did just do that on purpose. I'm gonna do one last Daytona race. Still can't do Daytona night because I'm too lazy to change that. I'm gonna run this scheme so I'm not pressured to win the race. I'm gonna do 40 cars. And it's a race that I'm actually gonna be able to finish. 36 cars, whatever. But 93 on that. Pretty sure that's how I had it before. Gotta use the qualify setup. Oh, my wrist. What the? Why is the inside of this car so much less crisp? Like, look at the steering wheel on this car and compare it to the last car. Whew, man. Wow. Has been a crazy day. A pretty nonsensical day, actually. One on the bottom again. Like I was before. I don't think he was on 100% linear last time I was here. So I'm having to be even more pretty with the wheel than I was last time. And we're about to see the Gen 7 Superspeedway racing that we want to see. Just got distracted a little bit by a dumbass notification on my iPad. Woohoo!
one more lap.
See where that puts me. Second. Hopefully I put this all together and I actually get to start second. I feel like that was a really bad turn 1. I started sliding the tires. Yeah, just gotta wrap the bottom. I thought I was gonna miss the entire corner there.
All right.
47.727. Yes, that's second place. Once again for now. I don't know. Alright, starting second again. So I always qualify in the same 2 spots here. If I run top, I qualify 4th. If I run bottom, I qualify 2nd.
Driver,
Got William Byron behind me. I've probably been doing this about the length of a real race now, which is very fun to know. Chris Buescher's driving an accurate scheme. Truex is too. Actually, so is Byron. Well, Truex ran the their Ducks Unlimited scheme in this race, I'm pretty sure. But for the Daytona 500, me, Truex, and Byron. I'm driving the 2024 version of the Cottonelle car, but you know. At least all these cars that are up here that are in this race have run in a Daytona race at least once. Not all of them, obviously, because Allmendinger's driving a black car.
Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
Try and get clear here. I hope the second row doesn't just die like it did last time. I just killed my chances of getting clear by doing that.
Inside.
No way, Truex.
Still there.
Gonna crowd you.
Still there.
Is side draft a thing in this game? Because I feel like I am pulling him back. It might be. I don't know. I'd be side drafting myself right now, too. Because we're dead even. Oh, 3 wide. Because of course.
You're up top. 3 wide.
Oh, Bell! Oh, that was a big hit. And Logano took a bigger hit, I think. Well, that's fun. The first lap. Is that Keselowski on his roof? And Blaney? Love how in this game, you could never just have a calm wreck, or even a wreck where one car flips. There's always multiple flips in the same wreck. That was on me there. Ugh. A lot of people took big hits there. And then Blaney comes in not slowing down at all. It was Keselowski I originally saw. Blaney and Keselowski and Larson. I was going to say Blaney was the only one who went all the way over. But no, he definitely wasn't. Alright. We're going to retry that.
Drivers, start your engines.
Take a second shot at it. Actually, before I quit this, I do want to try a 2008 ARCA car. I know that's super specific and stupid, but I just want to do that at a default track because they weren't running freshly paved Charlotte in 2008. I think they might have been. I don't know. I don't know when they repaved Charlotte. Let's just pretend it's 10 to go in the Daytona 500 and pretend we've done, you know, the other 190 laps already. And my number one enemy right now is an equal restart. Oh, let's go. Clear. I want to get too far out front. I got too far out front. It's a done deal already. Gotta try to block both lines when they come to me. It's one line now, but not for long. There goes Buescher. I think it's 3x3 already. Which might be record timing for that. Here comes Bell on the inside. No way Truex gets by me when he's got one car behind him. Meanwhile, Christopher Bell's got the whole field backing him up. Oh, of course, Cody Ware goes middle of 3. Oh, they're crashing. And that was Logano. And the caution's out, of course.
We got a wreck in turn 3.
No way, Christopher Bell.
We got a big mess in turn 3. We got a wreck in turn 4. Pit road is closed. We got trouble in turn 3. Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the pace car. Stay behind the pace car.
Where's the pace car? Is that it? Way up here? Yes, it is.
Whoa, 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 slow down.
Those were not good downshifts at all.
There's an accident in the tri-oval.
And I was not paying attention there. The steering offset catches me off guard a lot. I need to download I need to download some, like, audio sets. I don't know. Sound packs. Audio sets. Jesus Christ, I sound like an old person trying to describe a headset. Not really. Also, doing that doesn't warm up your tires. It cools down your tires. When they're weaving, they're not warming up their tires. They're getting debris off their tires. Warming up your tires is doing this.
Pit road is now open.
Because it heats up the brakes. I'm not pitting in a 10-lap race. Alright, and since the caution last time was so long, I assume we're going to go green with like 5 to go. 4 or 5 to go. So that caution, Joey Logano just made it a whole lot easier for me. So I appreciate that, Joey. It'd be cool to end the stream with a win. Considering I have not won this entire stream. I've run pretty well the entire stream. Probably got a couple top 5s. I don't really remember. It's been so long. Oh my god. I can't even look around because I still haven't programmed those buttons. There's Lake Lloyd over there. And the Goodyear blimp. 100 years. 100 good years. 76 ball. There's a hotel over there. We're climbing up the walls. Oh no. You better try and stop me. Oh man, this is thrilling. So glad I have the remote over here. Yep, we're going green with 4 to go, it looks like. We do not get 6 caution laps. I mean, it looked like it was a pretty huge wreck, but still. It's a game, there's no debris. Ugh. I am so tired. No way it's 11:52 p.m. I've been streaming for like 3 hours then. Or 2 hours maybe, I don't know. I remember it being at least a little bit light outside when I started this. Maybe I'm just misremembering though. Because I did do a little bit of this before I started streaming. I just like doing that. This should be the last pace lap here.
We're going green next time by.
Yeah, so
Single file. Just 5 more to go.
it'll be 4 to go. So I think I might actually have a good shot to win this. I know they're going to form up into 2 lines real quick. And it's probably going to be hard to miss that, but... Or hard to keep that behind me, but... I feel like I've done a full race, because I've been racing for about the length of one. And it might actually be harder than doing a full race, what I've been doing. Because besides the pit stops, I've been doing like a bunch of different tracks, a bunch of different types of tracks, a bunch of different setups. I do want to do a 100% race in NR soon. I might do Atlanta, because that's a super speedway, so it shouldn't be too hard to be able to stay with the pack. I don't know, super speedway racing in NR also is weird, because you can't, it's really hard to get up to the front, because it's 2003. So I might do the Xfinity 2019 super speedway package thing. It's the 2019 Cup package, but with Xfinity cars, because I don't feel like I wasn't able to convert Cup cars to truck physics. I don't know why. I mean, I might do the truck series even, because that's obviously on truck physics by default. Bell, why are you so close to my ass? I don't like it. What the Christopher Bell are you doing that close, Christopher Bell? Please.
Get ready now.
Yeah, I'm not winning this race. I'm gonna try my ass off, but... Green flag. Already split up into 2 lanes. Gotta stick with the bottom, because I know that's the lane that'll survive off the corners. Maybe on the straightaways the top will be fast, but the inside is gonna be the lane to be in. In the corners. And I know they're gonna blow past me on the top somehow. I got such a good start there. Didn't want to get that good of a start, because it's gonna give me like a false sense of I can be up here, I can win this, and they're gonna catch me with a few laps to go. Like here comes, I think that's Harrison Burton, one of the most recent winners at Daytona, matter of fact. It's 3 to go. Harrison's got a run. A big run. He might get to the bottom here. What's he doing? He got turned by Ty Dillon. Bro. That was all the AI's fault. That was so stupid. Because Harrison Burton came down on Ty Dillon, I think. No, Ty Dillon just wrecked him. He blends up into me. There's nothing I can do. That's a pretty modern superspeedway way to finish the race, actually. Two guys who shouldn't be on the racetrack wrecking each other. Header. Why does Kevin Harvick say header? What? God, now it's coming to the white flag, it looks like. No, that was coming to 2 to go. Still, man. Alright, I'm gonna find a slightly more sensical thing to do. Alex made me this car. The Sunny D with the pink numbers. I'll do this Sunny D car. And I have no idea what track I want to go to. Because I've already gone to most of the fun tracks. And I don't know how much I want to do a track again that I've already done. I might try this. At 100 again. That was pretty good here, but that was in Xfinity. And driving as AJ Allmendinger, which gets my confidence up. Yeah, 142. I don't think I've ever gotten a lap that fast here, and I don't think I ever will.
Keep it under 40. Keep it under 3,000. In second. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Don't hurt yet. You got a slow car on the left.
I think there's something underneath my brake pedal. I gotta wait for somebody just so I can race with them. Because I need someone to be a reference. I did not need to downshift to first. Of course. NR physics. Just shoots my car to the right.
Keep it under 3,000. In second. Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
I might just start the race. There's Chase Elliott. He's a good road racer. Okay, yeah. I think the AIs are able to brake way too late into the corner. It's like, I'm going to try this with Xfinity real quick. Why? Okay. It doesn't let you go back into the main menu until it said drivers to your cars. Another just random weird thing. Why am I driving as Christopher Bell? Okay, yeah, but the AIs are able to be way too fast through some sections of the track. I'm gonna accelerate just a little so some people will be going out already. I'm gonna go with, I thought that was Ty Gibbs. I want to go with someone who's gonna be fast. No offense, Joey Gase. Lawless Allen. It's probably not Lawless Allen. It's probably Blaine Perkins. Austin Green's not too bad, but I feel like that would be pretty hit or miss with NR. Alex made me this car, by the way. So I am the only person with this car. Most likely. Why are they following me?
Left side.
Okay, Chandler Smith.
Clear on the left. Right side.
Ow.
Clear on the right.
I feel like this wheel was made for road racing. That's why it's also kind of funny that I was worried about breaking it when I'm doing oval racing.
Clear. Car right. Clear.
Okay, yeah, I gotta, like, get myself reacquainted with the track. I'm gonna just do a qualifying lap just so I can do this without hitting anybody. I got myself familiar with the track before the real race by doing this. The AIs can go pretty much full throttle through this section because it's NR 2003 AI at a road course. When people talk about how good the AI is even at road courses, when it's really not. At road courses at least, it's not that good because the AIs can just outbrake you anywhere. I don't think I've ever done that before. Dude, oh my god. I don't know if it's the fatigue or if it's something else, but this... I'm having a terrible time right now. Like, this is a track... I'm good at road courses. These are like the tracks where if I start to suck in NR, I'll just boost my confidence at road courses, but I can't even do that right now. Like, the AIs don't have to slow down through that part here. I'll show you what I mean in the race. This is a really tight corner. Pretty sketchy corner. Just gotta remember, I'm Christopher Bell. I can do anything.
Comes your time lap.
I really screeched the tires right there. If I had an actual H pattern shifter, I would not be able to do some of these shifts I do. And there's a wall on the inside of this corner in real life. Like, closer to the track, I mean. This is a fun track to drive. I did mess with the AI acceleration and deceleration grip because obviously the AIs can brake while they're in the middle of the corner. That was a terrible corner. I'm not getting a top 5 qualify, not at all. I'll get like 15th maybe. Maybe even worse than that based on how this goes. Hopefully I ran the rest of the track pretty well. Oh, 144. 7th.
All right, there's the checkered flag.
Alright, 7th. Out of 36. Okay. Not terrible. I really messed up that one section. Ty Gibbs first, obviously. He's Ty Gibbs. He can do anything. In Xfinity. In Cup, he has bad luck, but I feel like he's a really good Cup driver, too. When he can, like, fully lock in to the race, at least. Because, like, there's definitely times when I feel like he's not, like, he doesn't care that much. But, yeah, showing off the, I think it's his creator, or his paint scheme, whatever. I think his, like, scheme designer name is Tiki Designs or something. But, like, on Instagram, look that up. Because it's Alex, you know, I stream with him all the time. But he's the one who made this scheme. He's really good at making schemes, too. I wish I could look at the front of my car, because he made it to where the helmet, like, on the front of the helmet, he put a picture of Christopher Bell's face. To add realism. God, I hate that corner. Well, I mean, obviously, that's where I messed up. And last turn here. I'm gonna start in second gear, because I always start in second gear. Oh yeah, the AIs are programmed really poorly here. Like, they'll crash all the time. They usually crash on the first lap pretty big and bring out a caution. 3-lap shootout, 2 Mobile 1 cars, 5th and 7th, green flag. I have no idea why I'm so fast. Yeah, see, I just got my ass kicked in by Cole Custer 2 times. Like, Gibbs threw it in there. Whoa! I almost died right there.
Clear on the left, right side. Clear.
Oh, that was awful.
There's a spin in turn 3.
Yeah, see, and the AIs will just slam into your ass. And Austin Hill was on me that whole time, dude. Please. Whoever made this track needs to fix the AIs, because this is terrible.
Clear, car left. Clear.
And then you'll see here in a minute, the AIs really don't need to brake at all through this entire section. I think I actually fixed that with the D-cell. Whoop. Did Austin Hill really just give me all that room? Just for me to spin out by myself? And, of course. Yeah, but the AIs were programmed really lazily. Like, of all the things, this track's really good, but they should be ashamed of how they program the AI. Because it's like 2018 Roval AI. It's just insane. Insanely bad. And I think I'm using my Coda setup for this. I am not doing myself any favors. Cooling down my tires like that. The track is really slick right now too, which makes sense. It's cloudy. Might start in third gear just so the AIs have an equal chance. But I also think I should be starting higher up, so. It's like we're even now.
Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
Oh my god, dude.
There's an accident in turn 2. There's an accident in turn 3. Right side. Clear on the right.
I am not clear on the right, spotter. Stop lying to me. I want to go run with Ty Van Gibbsbergen, but I can't. Because for me to do that, I'd have to be in front of Cole Custer. And as much as I wouldn't necessarily say I'm behind Cole Custer,
Car left. There's an accident in the S's. Clear.
it's apparently an accident in the S's. That's pretty cool.
Still there.
Oh my god.
Clear. The yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the
What? Am I getting hit?
in turn 10.
See what I mean? The AIs just have zero awareness. And because the caution came out on the first lap, again. Like, the AIs are just bringing out cautions themselves. And yeah, Cole Custer just... They give you no room, man. I was getting... See, Allmendinger smacked into me, too. Like, what are you doing? What are the AIs doing? They suck. Whoever made this track sucks at programming AI. Because that is, like, just pathetic. That they can't get through a lap without wrecking themselves. Look at all those two-dimensional fans. 1 pixel each. Guess that battle was fun while it lasted. But, once again, people cannot program road course AI. I don't know if the bunching distance is too close or what, but it's just... Cole Custer just won't cut me a break there. And here comes Sheldon Creed plowing into me. Allmendinger smashes into Creed. Spins himself out. It's just stupid. But alright, I'm gonna probably end the stream now, because it's like 12:16 right now. Jesus Christ. I've been streaming for 3 hours and 5 minutes. Nighty night.